Hey everybody, Even Steven here. Last week we had Sarah and Haley on, two non-gamers, to pick out a game from my shelf and see what they thought. We had Elkfest and we had Santorini. Now next Thorpunt Lunch we're going to look at what they thought of those two games that they picked off my shelf. But this week I wanted to focus on something different. Do board games covers matter? Clearly for the non-gamers in the test that I did where they just picked a game off of my shelf knowing nothing about it, they chose based on the cover alone. What about gamers though? Do we care about what's on the cover? Let's look at the BGG's top 10 and see if those covers even matter at all. Let's get to it. First we have number 1, Gloom Haven. Pretty good generic fantasy artwork here, very clear. It's intriguing. How can I explore this town? Makes you want to play this game. Pandemic Legacy shows a girl with a mask on. You know, it's something about disease and doctors. And again, pretty decent. Through the Ages doesn't show you much about the game, but some historical figures. Again, great gameplay here, deep gameplay from Vlaada Chvátil. Twilight Struggle, we have a guy, a historical figure. You can see the barbed wire fence between them. Shows a Cold War struggle, so you know immediately what's it about. Terraforming Mars, you know this one is about space. Again, nothing really stands out here but the two astronauts on Mars. Star Wars Rebellion shows the light side versus the dark side, the Empire versus the Rebellion. Pretty good cover here with Vader especially. Scythe, you can't not like Scythe's artwork. 19th century alternate Europe, a history, the mech in the background really makes you wonder what's in this box. Rounding out the end of our list we have Terra Mystica. Generic fantasy, again, doesn't show much artwork at all to be honest, so it's basically going by hoping you know the gameplay of Terra Mystica itself. Great Western Trail shows an American cowboy, a mogul, a miner. Hopefully you know it's about cattle as well, which doesn't show in the cover. Seven Wonders Duel, great ancient artwork showing you the wonders. Very good artwork here that really makes you want to dive in. Okay, there we looked at BGG's top 10 cover arts, which really shows that maybe what's inside the box is what matters to us gamers. But for non-gamers, maybe what's outside the box, the cover itself, is what matters to them, because if they have known nothing about the game itself, that's all that they have to go on. So I think it's really important for companies to look at, if you're trying to put your game and advocate it to non-gamers, the cover really needs to stand out for them. Whereas if you're making a maybe mid to heavyweight Euro game, maybe they realize that the cover doesn't really matter that much and that they don't have to put a lot of money towards it to entice people to play it, because what is inside the box in the gameplay is what gamers care about. It's just an interesting discussion topic. Let me know in the comments below. Should companies care about the cover art? Does it matter, you as a gamer, when you look at it and purchase it? Does that influence your decision? I want to know what you think. Now this weekend I was in Washington DC and looking at a game store there, so I wanted to show you what I went inside and some covers that I thought were really cool. Also, remember, next week, Sarah and Haley are going to be back, and we're going to look at Santorini and Elkfest, the games that they picked, to see what they thought. We'll see you next time, guys.